Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we getting on? So, the Atlantic City update has been out for just over a week now and has changed a number of areas in the Appalachia region, including one area that has not been previously mentioned, Ingram Manor. So let's have a look at this spot. So yeah, a whole load of changes to the Appalachia map along with the other updates in Atlantic City last week, and it's been good fun so far. One area that was conspicuously absent from the patch notes and from any other material is Ingram Manor, and major reason for that seems to be that it's just the first stages of the change. Much like with the Gilman Lumber Mill, the changes are sort of taking place over time and will likely be completed with the update that is due to arrive in March. So here we are on the map. There's Ingram Mansion, if you're remembering where it is. There is Monongah just over here, if you want to take a run up the road towards it. It's worth a look, because there's some features just down the road from the actual manor. Over near Monongah here. Good spot. So let's take a look at the actual changes here. So first up, here's the obvious one. We have a live music sign by the destroyed front gate to the sort of mansion grounds here. And that should give you a hint as to what's going to be happening here in the not-too-distant future. So, making our way up the path here, we've got this kind of dirt track that leads up to the manor. And we've got a few other bits and pieces to spot on the way up. It's not too far around the corner here. Wednesday is Ladies' Night. We have more clues as to what's happening in the area. Okay, and the manor is just up on the horizon there. So, up through the trees, got a bit of a disturbance. Give me a second, I'll deal with that. We've also got a sign here. Tonight Eve. Interesting. Okay, so as we can see, there have been a number of changes here. Way back in the day, when the game first came out, this was originally kind of underutilised, just had a couple of robots hanging out here. But when Wastelanders dropped back in 2020, the place got quite the big overhaul. There was loads of vines and stuff added, fallen trees used as barricades, and it was turned into a cultist outpost. Still not particularly heavily used, but it got quite the big change. And then now we have somebody else moving in who has stripped out most of the cultist stuff. It's actually quite interesting because you can tell it's a work in progress. If you have a look over here, for example, we've got a bunch of those vines still left on the back of this truck bed here, flatbed truck thing. That's obviously being chopped up. We step back over this way, there's a wheelbarrow and a shovel, so it looks like they're still cleaning up. Ongoing works. We'll take a little swing around this side and see some more changes underway. It looks like whoever's come here settling in because they brought themselves a Brahmin and a fairly large trailer here that I'm guessing the Brahmin pulled. So yeah, we start to see some of the bigger changes now because you used to be able to get inside the main manor house. Apart from those ladders and the bunting and stuff that's gone up, the place has now been sealed off and we can't actually open the door. So, we do have a note explaining what's going on though. To all the deprived souls in this soundless, lightless mountain range, the space is being reimagined, rehabilitated and revitalized. Return upon completion for divine libations and bewitching performances. You are long overdue for the best night out you've ever had. Evelyn Rousseau, songstress and owner. Probably not technically owner, but such things don't really matter quite so much when the world's ended. So, you see they've heavily barricaded this off using some carefully positioned junk walls there. Quite cool. We'll see some more of that round the back. And there's some fun stuff going on the side here. A little sign in. Scenic view, 6 caps. Photos, 10 caps. And what it doesn't say is a long drop to your death, no caps. Chainsaw on the side here was probably quite handy for clearing some of those vines. Also handy if you want to know where to find one. Danger, cliff edge. You don't say. View from up here is pretty amazing, to be fair. Carefully move out. You can have a look over Morgantown and the lower end of the Toxic Valley and stuff. It's quite cool. So, whilst Bethesda haven't really said a great deal about this, there's nothing in the patch notes. It has been on the PTS previously, and it looks like a few people have managed to dive into it and pull a bit more information out, because if you head over to the wiki, the Fallout 76 wiki, which I will link down below, there are a couple of pages with a whole bunch of information on this spot and the changes, so it's quite interesting. Spoilers here, potentially for the upcoming story, so if you want to avoid here's a heads up on it. But it looks like this Evelyn lady has shown up and is planning to turn this place into a nightclub, and that there will be an extended sort of set of quests, or relatively extended at least, taking place around this sort of spot. So we'll have to see how that goes down. Another interesting point, I'm not entirely sure what this Nuka-Cola Marketing Systems Terminal is all about. I think it might be something to do with the quest line to find Nuka-Cola paint for your power armor that was mentioned to me. Definitely interesting. If it is that, then they've probably moved it outside from the internal location where it was before, because that would mean you can still access the quest should you want to. So that would be a sensible decision. So if we have a quick shufty up the stairs here, notice that not much going on. Much the same as a few tools, bit of paint. Looks like they're continuing the process of shoring up and boarding up this place and making it ready for turning into a venue. Some nice bits and pieces I would like to have as wall decoration and options for making junk walls with here. But there you go. That's always the way. So there we go. That's basically all the changes we can see out front at the moment. As I say, I'll link the wiki article down below if you do want to check that out and have a little read on it. Obviously, even more spoilers in that, so be aware before you go in. Yeah, it looks like we'll be getting a new set of quests and a new location to explore, probably with the next update in March, as that will be when the second half of the Atlantic City update drops. So yeah, pretty interesting. Massive thank you to Steve, who posted me a message on Twitter to let me know that this change had happened. It's not really something I've seen a lot of mentions of other than that, so pretty cool. Very much appreciate the heads up on that. Looking forward to exploring this. Been thoroughly enjoying the update so far, so if you do want to hang out and check out the update with us, we'll be streaming it on Tuesdays and possibly some other points during the week as well. So do join us for that if you get a chance. But for now, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please do drop subs and likes, and make sure you hit that notification bell as well, and then you know when I upload. So say join us for live streams. We're of course playing Fallout 76, and we've got camp builds upcoming too. And, of course, a whole load of Starfield content as well. Ongoing live streams there and outpost builds for Starfield too. So if you want to take a look at those, plenty of those on the channel as well. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon.